Alright, so I decided to make something with carrots. And all those carrots Mitch chopped up, we still have this many left. So I've got these in the crock pot with some beef stock, broth, bouillon, whatever you want to call it where you're from. Here we call it a beef base. My sister, Life with Granny T, told me about it. We buy this at Sam's Club. It's gluten-free beef base, and I just added a big tablespoon to some hot water and poured that over the carrots. So this is what it looks like inside. It's really thick and condensed, so you have to add water to it, but it's so tasty and it makes anything taste like beef. So you could put chicken in here with beef base and it would taste like beef. Or you could put broccoli in here, and if people didn't know it was broccoli, they'd think it was beef. You could trick people. Alright, and so we got this boneless beef ribeye steak at the Dollar Tree. I know, right? It's hard to believe that Dollar Tree sells ribeye, really? Well, Mitchell picked it out, and my first thought was, are you serious? And he was serious. It says it's made with U.S. beef right here. Contains water, I guess, seasonings, dextrose, rubbed with seasoning. It's tenderized with, I don't even know what that is. Hopefully it's good. But, yeah, so it's a real steak. Apparently less than 1 carb. There's the nutrition information. So we got this ribeye steak at the Dollar Tree in the beginning of 2020. I don't know exactly when, if it was February or March, something like that. We got it a while back. It's been in my freezer. I keep moving it around. I'm like, when is he ever going to eat this stupid steak he bought for $1? So I decided, why not just throw it in here with my carrots? I mean, it doesn't look great, but I mean, it's been frozen. I mean, it can't be bad, right? What do you expect for $1, huh? Super thin, little. But it says it's a ribeye steak. So I guess worst case, we'll chuck it and just eat the carrots. Hopefully it doesn't ruin my carrots. Wish me luck. Have you ever used one of these steaks? Have you ever bought steak from the Dollar Tree? So we'll get that in there, and hopefully it looks better once I get the plastic off of it. Alright, it looks a little better out of the plastic. That's that side, and this the other side. I think that's just ice on there. It's not fat, it's ice. So we're going to let that cook on high, and we'll check back later this evening. Well, it's been a couple hours, and the house is smelling really, really good. So I think we should check on the steak. Let's check it. Oh, it's steaming out that little hole right there. Smells so good. Should we try to see if it breaks up? You know, like when it gets all tender. I don't like that chunk of fat though, but maybe, I don't know. Let's check it out. Alright, so I took it out of the crock pot, and it seems like it's almost tender, like because it was such a small steak. So I think it might actually be a good dollar store deal right here. Check that out. Nice. I'm going to cut that fat off of it though. Let's see if I can cut that. Or just pull it off. Ooh, nice. Just pulls right off. That'd be good because I don't really want to eat the fat myself. What about this one? There's like a weird little piece of fat right there in the middle. How does steak get up at the Dollar Tree anyways? I mean, that's a piece of fat. There we go. I'm just going to trim this whole little edge off here and trim that fat off. I know a little bit isn't a big deal, but I just don't want that much fat in my carrots. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so there's a little piece here still. Well, that's a big chunk of fat right there. Alright. You can keep that camera steady. Move those out of the way just a little bit. There might still be meat on them, but I don't want to eat the fat that's on it. I'm thinking that this is pretty good. I mean, for a dollar store, what the heck? A steak for $1? Get out of here. And it has been in my freezer for a year. Probably just going to cut that little bit off the edge. I don't need a lot of meat. I was just thinking it would be nice for a little bit of flavor and to see what the steak was all about, you know? I mean, maybe it grilled, it might have even been better, you know? Focus. A nice little steak. So, I think I'm going to go ahead and put this back in the crock pot. I'll just leave those little pieces out here and probably work on getting, there's a little bit of meat still on this side I want to cut off. I just don't want all that fat right there. But I do want to get that piece of meat. So I'll get these two pieces of steak right here and put these back in the crock pot. Oh wait, is there still a little fat on that one? Dang it. Alright, so that's all the fat that's left. There's a teeny tiny bit of meat left on there, but I can't get it off and I'm just going to leave it. And Mitch suggested maybe breaking it up in small pieces so it's more like stew meat. So I think this is going to be really yummy for a dollar store. Heck yeah. If you've ever bought any kind of meat besides like a hot dog or a bologna from the dollar store, if you've ever bought meat from the dollar store, like a pork chop or a steak or anything like that, how was it? And yeah, how was it? How did you prepare it? If you have any other good ideas or tips, please leave them in the comments. And I'm excited to come back and see how this turns out when it's completely finished. Okay guys, I think it turned out great. The steak was tender and the carrots were delicious. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you're not already. We'll see you in the next video.